What it is, guys, this is the AllNet podcast. I stole someone's intro. I forgot who it was, but I'm doing it today because Doug hates it, and I'll be doing it forever. So, y'all already know who I am. I've been watching the podcast on YouTube. It only shows one of us when we talk, so half the stuff we say makes zero sense. That's disappointing. So if you can't already see, there's Doug. Doug talks, so you appear on screen.
Yo.
And there's the words DIN stand for Den Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And now is the nickname this time. And today, we are doing another tier list. It's for shooting guards. And I made another mistake when talking about, I corrected a mistake that was on the last tier list, but then I made a mistake correcting that mistake. Can you believe it? Because Terry Rozier is it starts for the Hornets, and it's going to make this tier list kind of awkward if it's done right. So, Doug, put it on screen. We're going to go start a shooting guard tier list now. Just get straight into it. Okay, I already like this presentation better. You already know this is the first time me and Den have seen this.
Yeah, I just seen this too. I ain't gonna lie. I literally just got it.
All right, cool. So I made the fourth mistake in talking about the Hornets because as you guys can see, Terry Rozier is not there. I thought he was the starter shooting guard for the Hornets. I was wrong. Let's go.
All right. So first,
Bradley Beal. This order is kind of strange, but do you want to go from the bottom up? Because this order is
Bro, didn't we do Colin Sexton last time?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. You know what? Y'all about to just see me look this up. Y'all about to see Doug typing slow.
Hey, the best thing about us making mistakes is that it shows our human traits. I said that. I don't know why I said that. That sounded really weird. Don't want to make a tier list. Here it is. I never knew this was the website. Yep.
I think I clicked this one before. I'm gonna do this one.
Dude, yeah, the one with the man who shouldn't be the logo anymore.
Yeah.
I think this got the same. All right. Well, Sexton's on this too.
Oh my God.
Well, Rozier's on this too. This is all right. This goes in line with what we were talking about. Lonzo was on the other one too.
You know what, bro?
We'll just pretend there's somebody else.
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to pretend that Lonzo is
whoever they start shooting.
They don't even got
Bledsoe.
They do.
Well, Bledsoe was on the other one too. I don't know.
Lord have mercy. Oh my, bro.
Reddick, and why is Lonzo and Bledsoe both on there?
Oh my God,
This isn't all fault, yo. People were just tweaking tier lists.
Let me do this one because I think I pressed that one last time. I'm just going slow.
This smooth starter right here. You feel me? This is starting smooth. It's one. All right, I already like this better.
They got Terry Rozier here.
Rozier, that's fine because I talked about Rozier. I don't see Sexton. Oh, I see Sexton again and Bledsoe, but I don't see Lonzo. That's fine. All right.
That's good. All right, we good now.
All right, Wiggins, right out of the way, above average starter. We already talked about how good Wiggins has been this season.
Yeah.
Not too much to explain.
The guy with the long last.
This is old. This is really old.
Well, the jerseys are just old. It's fine.
Bogdan, right?
Yeah, it's Bogdanovich. Plays for the Hawks now.
Since how long?
I don't know. This season, the Hawks have I think the Hawks have been disappointed. I thought they'd be top 5 in the East, but they're French playoff.
Who's the Hawks starting shooting guard? Who's the Hawks starting shooting guard?
Yeah, it is.
It's him?
It's him.
Really?
It is.
I swear to God.
He just got traded there. This offseason. He starts for them.
All
right.
Oh my goodness, bro! When the last time he played?
Oh yeah, he got hurt.
That's
Dog.
what I'm saying.
He
I've not
fractured.
heard nothing about him.
He fractured his knee. He's progressing. Okay, well,
So
make
they
up,
starting
make.
DeAndre Hunter at shooting guard?
Well, yeah, I guess they are now. All right, Bogdan is DeAndre Hunter.
Pretend he's DeAndre Hunter.
That's DeAndre Hunter. They look exactly the same. We're putting him as DeAndre Hunter's been really good this season on defense. He's been clamping people up. Shots been pretty good. I'd put him in the same breath as Wiggins, I guess.
This is DeAndre Hunter, y'all.
It is.
Bradley,
All right, Bradley Beal.
another-
All right, Buddy Hield. Let's
Yeah.
put Bradley Beal where Bradley Beal's gonna be.
Bradley Beal's like the Curry of shooting guards.
Nah, he isn't. Because there's another person on here that's better than he is.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Harden.
Yeah. All right, Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield has not been. The Kings fans call him Buddy Bricks for some reason. We'll just put it as an average starter. I think that's kind of disrespectful. I think Buddy Hield.
If this was like 3 years ago, he would have been an all-star.
Yeah. Karis LeVert.
Well, out of respect for Karis LeVert, we're gonna put him where he would be if he was playing as an above-average starter. But he's been hurt. Not hurt. He just had kidney surgery to get rid of a tumor. Shout out to him for not getting it.
He's an all-star.
For being good. CJ, the way he was playing this year, we could have slid up for a superstar, but we'll put him as an all-star caliber player. He's been a victim of playing in the West. Like if he was in the East, he would have been all-star the last 4 or 5 years. Sexton, we put him in B, right? And we put him as an above-average starter. But the Cavs have been playing terrible. But I mean, it is what it is. Same thing. I feel like we did the same thing with D'Angelo Russell. He's been barely.
I'm pretty sure it's Malik Beasley.
Yeah, Malik Beasley. If we're doing Malik Beasley, then he's literally in the same category as the last 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Or as the above-average starters. Malik Beasley's been crazy this year.
Man, I don't even see him on the list either. Bro, who made these?
Nah, I'm gonna start making I'm gonna make the next tier list. We live and learn, y'all. We live and learn. What it is. Now I gotta change the way the camera's set up because I can't see me. Hold on. What is this? There we go.
That's the long right there.
Yeah, that's the line right. He's been average. He's been fine.
This is my last video too, though.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
We live and learn, Dan. We're just gonna accept that DeLon Wright gets to be in 2 tier lists.
Right.
No, he's average. He's an average starter. DeLon. Oh no, he's worse than Buddy Hield, I guess. He's averaging 10 points for the Pistons.
But he's still. I don't think he's below average.
But he's like a good 6th man. If that's what we're going by, he's like someone I'd like as a 6th man or as a good bench player.
He's not even like a starter though, is he?
He was gonna start at point guard, but then he got hurt. So now it's Dennis Smith and it's Saban Lee. I gotta look up Derek White was really cold last year. He might still be cold. See what the stats say. The Spurs have been nasty. Oh, he's been below average. He's averaging 11 points on 40% shooting. He hasn't been playing good this year. I hadn't heard anything about him. He was like really nasty last year.
I remember in the bubble he was going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Devin Booker is a superstar at this point, I guess.
Could argue all-star, but I'll go superstar too.
Let's put him where he's at.
Like, personally, I might rather have CJ, I guess. I don't know.
You rather have CJ over Devin?
Depends.
When and will, like,
not on the Suns. I wouldn't rather have like on the Suns because CJ and Chris Paul you can't have 2 like super short guys like the Trailblazers do because that doesn't really work. But if you got like if CJ was running point, I think he'd be perfect. I think CJ would be a great scoring point guard because he's a really good playmaker. Dylan Brooks, his whack jump shot, he's average. Donovan Mitchell's He's an all-star.
Is he like an all-star? Yeah.
That's
I have him as superstar.
he's like a high-level like he's a perennial all-star.
CJ and Devin Booker.
At superstar or
I mean, no, I'll go all star since it's basically a 2-1 since both y'all got him at all star. But I'm just saying he's better than CJ and D Book to me.
I'll give you that. His defense is definitely better than both of them, and he's pretty much similar scorer. Booker and CJ might have a bit of an edge, but Donovan's better at just about everything else. DiVincenzo apparently has been playing not good for the Bucks.
Below average starter.
a role player or
Yeah, no, he's not that bad. He's below average. Duncan Robinson, he's having an off year, but he's still been fine. He's an average starter. He's still shooting like 40% from three on 8.5 attempts. Bledsoe, where do we put Bledsoe? We put him at like
C or B. I think.
put him at average starter. Because even with he's trash on offense, his clamps are like I'd still take him over these guys having off games. Fournier is interesting. Fournier's a really good scorer. He can get buckets. His hair is trash though.
Above average starter.
Not below average starter. No, wait, you said above average?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can slide him there. 18 a game. Pretty.
Well,
Pretty.
I don't know what I was doing.
Freddie, he'd be the best player in above average starter, but I don't think he's an all-star yet.
I feel like he's just like a player that could be an all star, but just isn't.
Gary Harris below average starter. I mean, love Gary Harris, but he like kind of regressed.
Man, it's really, I don't really have to explain him.
Who's
I feel
that?
like Harden's a point guard at this point.
Yeah, he really,
Is that Dorian Finney-Smith? Who is that?
I have
I
no
think that's
idea.
Josh Richardson.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, that's Josh Richardson.
Below
average
average
starter. He's a two-way clamp god.
I put him below average.
Really? Has he been bad? I know he wasn't that good last year. Has he been bad again? He kind of fell off when he left the Heat. Let's take a look. 12 points, 43% shooting. He's a good defense. I'll put him at average. He's better than the other three. KCP's been good this year. He probably average. And Smart's weird. Hard to tell with Smart.
Should we just make him his own list? Like
No,
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
Pat Bev.
yeah.
No. He's not Pat Bev. Marcus Smart is not Pat Bev.
Better than Pat Bev. So he really does deserve his own.
Should make up Paul George his own spot.
Uh,
Paul George is well, I guess Paul George is a superstar. I mean, there's no he plays and just like can't deny that. Who is that? I can't move the finger.
Oh, that's RJ Barrett.
Oh. Couldn't see because of the big green cursor. Yeah, RJ is Knicks are playing good, but I have not heard anything about RJ this year at all. Let's take a look at the good, reliable Google search because we do our research here. 16 a game on 43%. He's averaged at least. Good for RJ. I haven't heard anyone talking about him. That's weird. Seth is average too. Someone you'd want to start for your team. Shai's an all-star. I don't care. He's better than everyone an above-average starter.
So Shai's an all-star and Fred VanVleet's an all-star.
But he's better than Fred VanVleet.
Okay.
Better than him. It's all-star level. Because CJ has never been an all-star. But all-star level is like there's a lot of
Fred
players.
VanVleet's been playing at an all-star level though.
Has he? I always thought it was weird people were asking for him to be an all-star. Like, like if you take a look at what the Raptors have done as a team, I don't know. I know that's not something ever taken in content. Like people don't care about how good teams are doing, but I'm just saying, like Thunder, they may be like 12th in the West, but they're also like a game out of the playoffs, out of like the 6th seed with the weird standings in the West.
Averaging
Raptors
20
are
and 6 on 40, almost 40% for 3-point.
Van Vliet.
Yeah.
Shy averages, I guess. All right, I guess we can slide Van Vliet up to All-Star. I thought he only averaged 18. I guess we can slide him up. I don't know though. I guess. Let me look at the West standings real quick, just out of my curiosity, not because. Rozier can be an above average starter. He's been great this year.
Who?
Rozier. And the Raptors. Oh, the Raptors are up to the 4th seed because. All right. Good job, Dan. Good job. Good call. Oh yeah, and the Thunder. Yeah, good job, Dan. You called it out. Good
I had a
job.
feeling I was tripping, but I was.
Yeah, I was tripping. Good job. Good job. Keeping me in check. Oladipo, I guess he's average now. He should be higher. Is he above average? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he's still scoring decently.
I want to know if he's still like clamping up people because the first, as soon when he got there, the Rockets were doing fine, but then Wood got hurt and they kind of fell off a cliff.
Averaging 19, 5 rebounds.
He's averaging 20 now. I guess he's above average. I mean, he's better than Buddy Hield. And Zach, do we put Zach LaVine in superstar now? He's averaging 29 a game.
Yeah, we could put him there.
Is that Zach the superstar? All right,
Yeah.
I can accept that.
He's out in the superstar season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the superstar
What we're
season,
looking
but
for.
he's not an all-star. Is he a superstar season, but he's an all-star?
Are we putting Marcus Martin below average?
Yeah, I was wondering what Doug was doing because that would make him like the worst.
He's at least an average starter because his defense is insane, and he can shoot now. So obviously the Celtics need him. So
You guys think we were too nice to? Well, I guess like it didn't. The tier list is weird because it had guys on the same team.
I like it better when it's like A, B, C, D because then it's kind of like.
Yeah, I'll make a tier list for Wednesday.
That's small forwards. That should be pretty easy.
Yeah. All right, it was very quick.
Yeah. I was just seeing on Instagram, they comparing Luka to Larry Bird. So
I mean, Luka, All NBA first team at 21 years old is pretty impressive.
is he like the next Larry Bird?
They're not. They don't play the same. I don't think they do.
They're nothing like.
Oh.
I think a comparison of people I always thought was like low key and no one talked about was Kobe and Larry Bird. I always thought those two played more alike than people. Obviously, Kobe like mirrored his game after MJ, but if you just like look at the stuff, like Larry Bird was known for his IQ. Obviously, he wasn't athletic like that, but like he was known for his IQ. He was underrated passer, and he had very good defense. But the thing with him and Kobe is they both just made the dumbest shots that no people had any business making but those two. I like that comparison more than like with any like modern players. Any comments on that? And
That's a better comparison than.
I got a bold comparison. They're both top 10 players all time. Kobe might be a little higher.
Wait, Kobe higher than Bird?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, for sure. I know maybe.
Ain't no maybe. Oh.
I haven't seen a single person say Larry Bird's better than Kobe.
Oh, well, that's not true. I don't know. It all depends on who you talk to. Kobe's like in my top 5. Like Larry Bird's like peeking in there. My top 10 is weird. It changes a lot. Bipolar.
Yeah. I mean, I see a little bit of comparison, but I feel like Larry Bird don't really get his credit though. Like,
He's only known for his trash talk for some reason. I never understood that when people didn't talk about how nuts he was, dude. Like he just made everything.
I think I talked about it on. No, I don't think I talked about it on the last podcast, but 2 podcasts ago, and this man played the game with his left hand the whole game.
Was that on the pod? I think that was on the
It was off.
podcast.
It was off of it. Yeah, this man played the game. I think he had 45 or 47 points, triple double, and he only played with his left hand. I mean, he had other good games too. I just like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game would have been way crazier if he hit some jump shots too. Imagine if he like left-handed jump. That would have been insane.
Mm-hmm. Kobe did that. Kobe hit well. It was like a hook. Hit a 3-pointer with his left hand.
I feel like when he died, a lot of people changed they top 10 all the time.
Bro, who put Kobe at number 11 all the time? Remember we was talking about
Yeah.
like Bleacher Report or somebody had him like number 11.
Yeah, Bleacher Report put him at 11. They didn't even have him at 10 or 5 or nothing.
Yeah.
I never understood like why Kobe gets knocked down so much in the top 10s because if you look at his resume compared to like Jordan's, like obviously he doesn't have the 6 MVPs. That's pretty nuts. But there you can make an argument that Kobe should have at least 3 or 4. There's a very good argument for that. And they're like I just don't understand why a few really dumb narratives knock Kobe down like 6 spots down the top 10.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever did that list, they was tripping. Cause I want to really find that list because I want to know who was like ahead of him. I really do.
I also think that people need to start putting respect on Hakeem Olajuwon's name.
That's why Shout out to Austin. Shout out to Austin. I'm so glad you said that because I was talking to some friends. Shout out to PlayStation. I was talking to some friends, and they said they would pick Shaq over Hakeem Olajuwon.
I would too.
I don't think I would, bro. I don't think so.
Shaq.
I'm picking
I
Hakeem.
thought
It's kind of similar to like a floor raiser and ceiling raiser debate. But at the same time, like Hakeem's carry job, I never hear anyone talk about it. This man took a 6 seed to the finals and won. Then he swept. Was that the year he played the Magic and he swept them?
Hold on. It might have.
And well, he swept the Magic. No, yeah, that was the year he swept the Magic because that was the year that Jordan came back and lost to the Magic in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so he swept the Magic, and people talk about how rusty Jordan was. I feel like Jordan was playing pretty good. You know how rusty Jordan was. He was all right. He wasn't a bum. Like he swept that team. It had Shaq on it. This Shaq was fast. This was when Shaq was still pretty like quick on his feet for a big man.
yeah.
People talk about like how different like Shaq and like young Shaq and old Shaq were. Numbers aren't everything, but like for that, like I don't see like a complete difference between the two, other than like Shaq was probably grabbing like 2 or 3 more boards Maybe more boards. I don't even know. Shaq was still stronger than everybody, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Young Shaq was still stronger than everybody. And Hakeem beat that in 4 games. With
He was like a very all-around center, bro.
no faults. One of the few NBA players of all time who didn't have a fault. He could knock jump shots down consistently. He wasn't like hitting 7 threes a game or nothing. He wasn't like that, but you couldn't just sag off him. At least in the mid range, he seemed pretty automatic. Post best defender of all time in terms of paint defense.
Yeah. And you can foul Shaq, and he ain't gonna make his free throws now. And especially if it's like in clutch time, they gonna foul Shaq.
I'm not tripping, bro.
How are we tripping then?
Shaq better than Hakeem, bro.
Bro, what did Shaq do better than Hakeem other than being big?
Unstoppable, bro.
Unstoppable.
I'm sorry. Y'all can't even talk to me. I don't even want to hear no Hakeem better than Shaq, bro.
Bro, Shaq had. I'll give you the first ring
Shaq.
that won the MVP. Then Kobe. I'll give you that one ring where Shaq was the best undisputed player and had little or help. But like he won those last 2 rings in LA. Kobe Bryant was a top tier player in the NBA. Who did Hakeem ever play with that was nearly as good as Kobe at any point in his life?
And
who?
This man Shaq was averaging 30 points straight for so many seasons. But not 30, but like almost 30, bro. Like, how you gonna tell me this man? I don't know, man.
Like this, our first argument.
I'm really trying to tell me Hakeem better than Shaq. I'm trying to act like Shaq not a good defensive player.
In terms of skill.
Bro, skill. Let me see this. Hold on.
Hakeem is arguably the most skilled big of all time.
You gotta be. He's first.
Like, I don't like Shaq. We talk so great about unstoppable Shaq, when in reality, unstoppable Shaq only existed for like 4 to 5 years, which for a prime, that's amazing.
Oh, yo, I gotta go, bro. I'm leaving this podcast. I'm gonna join a new one.
Wow,
this man Austin.
What? Unstoppable Shaq only existed for 4 to 5 years.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 seasons averaging 20 and 10. And then let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 seasons averaging 25 plus points.
Jeez, you're gonna pull the stats out. I'm gonna pull the stats out with the team.
No, I got it. We just relax, Austin. And Hakeem was straight too, but he wasn't like Shaq though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 seasons averaging 20 points. 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons averaging 25 plus. And their rebounds.
You got to look at the boards. You got to look at Shaq probably has Embiid on boards. You got to look at the steals. You got to look at the blocks. Like I don't know how else to say it. Hakeem is a 400 times better defender than Shaq is. That's not even a debate.
400. Do you not know how good Shaq was defensively?
Bro, I'll give you younger Shaq was definitely faster, and he.
What do you mean younger Shaq? Shaq was good for how long?
We talking about all around paint defense. All
Shaq
around
had that
inside.
Too.
All around. And on the pick and roll. Anywho, so all right, and I'm gonna bring a debate that makes 0 sense, but I guess it's just something people like to bring up because they think it means something. How about when Hakeem defeated Shaq in the finals? I'd like to hear your take on this. When what did he have? He had old Clyde Drexler and Kenny Smith was the 3rd best player on the team.
You gonna bring one final series in there?
I'm gonna bring. I can bring in the one where he. I can bring in the year before. I don't even know who Hakeem played in the finals, but I know that he busted them.
Look, man, if Jordan was, and plus Hakeem only made it because Jordan wasn't even going crazy again. If Jordan never left,
Jordan was in a different conference in that finals.
Hakeem would have not won the ring if Jordan was there.
He would have won the second one. He would have won the second one because
Shaq still got more rings than him too.
Shaq still got more rings than him. Again, this is an argument that people bring up with LeBron, and you guys seem to love that argument with LeBron. Who is any top tier player that Hakeem ever played with at any point in his life? I'm going to say this again. Who? Who did Hakeem ever play with?
Oh no,
Who?
man. I'm
He
gonna
played
look at
with
his
Ralph
best.
Sampson his rookie year. His first 2 years, and then Ralph Sampson got hurt. Hakeem was the
Would you
best
say
player,
his best-
undisputed on every single team he ever was on until he
Yo,
was 35 years old.
Austin, what was Hakeem's best season to you? Was it 94?
The one where he won MVP probably, which was 94. Where
Okay.
he averaged 27, 12, 3 assists, 3 blocks, and 3 steals.
1994 Rockets roster. See. All right. So he has Scott Brooks, Chucky Brown, Adrian Caldwell, Sam Castle, somebody named Pete. Don't even know his last name. He had Clyde Drexler, Mario. Yeah.
We're not even going to talk about how he averaged four blocks 3 times.
He had Robert Horry. Most of these people on this team, I really don't know.
We know who Robert Horry is.
We know Robert Horry. We know Sam Castle.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. We know Scott Brooks as the coach, not the player, though. And we know Kenny Smith.
I can't stress this enough. Whenever Shaq had any success as a player, other than that one ring where he won an MVP and Kobe was not that nice yet, he had a top tier player all time as his second best player.
And Shaq was still the best player on the team though.
And Hakeem was the best player in all his teams.
All right, bro. I ain't even about to argue with this because I don't know what y'all think. Shaq, I don't know what to. All right, bro. I don't even know what to say no more.
I just don't. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Then me and Doug have been not stopped. Give us your reasons. Let's hear
Look,
your
bro,
side of the story.
Look, bro. Here, I'll let y'all have it. I'll let y'all have it. It's okay. I'll let y'all have it.
Whatever. That was our first real debate, guys.
Did Hakeem have Clyde Drexler?
Yeah.
He was 100 years old. He averaged 18 points a game.
So? Wait, what year did they win the ring?
96. That was the year they beat Shaq in the finals. Well, 94 and 95. And Clyde, when he was in Houston. So that was the year they won the finals. Clyde, let's see. Clyde played 37 minutes. His points. Clyde averaged 21 points per game in the year they won the finals. All right. So that is by far the second best player he's ever had on a finals team. That's pretty good. Let's look up Kobe's stats for the years that Shaq won a ring.
He was probably averaging 25.
So year 1 they won the ring. Kobe, I believe it would have been the 1999 season, the first year. Kobe averaged 22.5 points per game. So right off the bat, points aren't everything. But Kobe's worst season in the season the Lakers won a ring was better than Hakeem's best teammate. So year 2, Kobe averages 28.5 points per game. Year 3, Kobe averages 25 points per game.
Okay, but Shaq was still the best player on the team while the finals was going on.
That doesn't change the fact that
and
Kobe
hold on, you were saying points weren't everything after you read Kobe's points per game. You were about to say points were everything until you saw he was only averaging 22 points.
Exactly. That's
right. So how you was just about to change it up.
How was I going to change it up? That's still more
Bro,
points
because you
than
were talking
Clyde
about
has.
Kai Drake's averaging 21 points per game. Then you thought Kobe Bryant was about to average like 25 or something until you saw him average 22. And then you were like, okay, points aren't everything. How are you going to say that?
I said, wait, when did I say points aren't everything?
Didn't he just say it?
I said points aren't everything after Clyde, and then I said Kobe.
Look. All right, bro. Okay.
I said
Sure,
Kobe.
buddy.
If I didn't, I made a mistake, but that's still more points than he had. That's still more points than he had. All right. So even following your argument, Clyde Drexler still averaged less points per game than Kobe did.
Bro, by like 1 point.
Exactly.
Man, Austin, shut up, bro.
Man.
Oh my God. And that doesn't even count the other 3 rings Shaq got, where he wasn't even the
Bro,
best
he was still the best player on the team, though.
Wait, so he was the best player when he was on the Heat with Dwayne Wade?
Bro, that's different, bro. Shaq was still good, but nah, bro, that was a crazy Dwayne Wade.
It was a crazy Dwayne Wade. We can agree on that.
Yeah.
That was like
Wait, so
Dwayne
is
Wade.
your point that even though Kobe was averaging that much points, Shaq was still better than him? Is that your
Yeah,
point?
Shaq was still going crazy. Nobody could stop Shaq. Nobody could stop Shaq.
That
Nobody.
is true,
Nobody.
right?
Nobody could stop Shaq. Nobody.
That's correct.
Name one person who they try to say Ben Wallace could stop Shaq, but Shaq was still going crazy.
That is true, right?
Yeah.
So Shaq, all right. So given Shaq is that he's still the best player, my argument was Hakeem never had a player that was nearly as good as Kobe. That was my argument. I never said Shaq was not the best player on the team.
Okay.
That was my argument. In the years that Shaq won a ring, his second best player was Eon's best. I gave you the year that he won MVP. And yes, I probably made a mistake in saying that points are everything after looking at Kobe's stats. I probably said that because I'm Austin and I'm Austin. So with me contradicting myself, I still hold the argument that Kobe's worst year was better than Clyde's best year with Hakeem. Now, with that being said, yes, Shaq is unstoppable. That is a given. However, there is the kind of a fault he hit in his prime where he ended up losing to Tim Duncan, who is very underrated in his own right after the three-peat. There's that. Hakeem, on the other hand, also took L's in that part as well. One thing we can learn from this is that everyone is great. And in this debate, I found myself doing something I hate to do, and I was bringing someone down. I was bringing down Shaq. Hate that. I don't, though. I still stand that Hakeem's great. But we're going to end this debate. I'm just going to hand this one to Den.
43-19, 40-24, 33-13, 36-21,
Are you listing his
35-11,
playoff stats
41-14. That's the numbers he put up in every single game of his finals. And you trying to tell me that's not better than Hakeem?
All right, let me take a look at Hakeem's stats on the phone. What website did you use to find Shaq?
Basketball Reference.
Oh, it's the same one I'm on right now. So Hakeem stats in his 2 finals. Now, my out of touch youngin. I don't know how to find the game. Oh, here it is. So the year that he won the finals, what is the stat? Okay, I'm very confused. Oh, playoff points per game. So in the playoffs, Hakeem was averaging 29. This is his first ring. 29, 11, 4 assists, 4 blocks, 2 steals. I believe he led his team in every statistical category. Yes, he did. That's kind of unrelated to the Shaq argument, but I thought that was cool.
I want to give you this.
Okay, so I guess we are just completely forbidden from looking at Hakeem's playoff stats in the finals. Game log, I found it. Okay. Here it is. So in the playoffs.
Wait, so you got the average? Wait, hold on. My bad, Austin.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm looking.
you got it gives you the averages, like
For the playoffs?
it's
Or
giving you like the points per game. Cause mine is me, it's just telling me like the points he scored in the actual game. I'm trying to find where it says points per game.
it was like the first thing when you look up Akeem Olajuwon and Kobe, like I scroll to the side, I'm looking it up on my phone.
Oh, all right.
Playoffs, the Knicks. Why is that separated? That's weird. So they play the Knicks in the finals, I think. It was a 7-game series. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. So in the finals, let's see what Hakeem did. Hakeem in the finals, he averaged. Hakeem was not scoring super nuts numbers in these scoring nuts. No, oh wait, that's not. That's because it's not the team. Wait, what? The team. This is the team. What's going on? I'm very confused. All right, I made another mistake because this is team stats and not individual stats. Cool. Why is this so difficult? About to say, I know Hakeem did not have 15 turnovers in like 5 finals games. That's terrible. I'm gonna automatically DQ my argument.
That up, I got another question.
With
If Tim Duncan and KG switch teams, would KG have the same career as Tim Duncan?
no,
Well, KG kind of was around all the time, so I don't know.
Yeah,
the difference is that Tim Duncan was not like KG is kind of injury prone toward the end of his career.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, which KG are you talking about? The Timberwolves or the Celtics?
I'm talking about the Timberwolves KG.
Well, if Timberwolves KG like base Timberwolves KG might this is hard, but like just prime against prime is pretty difficult.
Yeah, I'd have Tim Duncan.
Oh no. I think that might be my answer as well. All right, so game 1, Hakeem had 28, 10. Bro, the struggle I'm going for to see one game.
What game is you trying to find?
No, I'm looking at all the games individually now.
Is it 1995?
I'm looking at 94 right now. Because 95 is the one against Shaq. And I want to see the other one, and then I'm going to look at the one against Shaq.
I got the ones if you want me to tell you.
All right, in his like you have his stats in each game.
I probably would. It show me it showed me how many points and rebounds he had. Okay, no, I got it. 31 and 11. All right, bro, this is weird, bro. I don't know what happened.
This
I can read
presentation
you.
is strange.
What we
Okay,
searching?
31, 34, 31, 35. And then I don't know, the rebounds for the bottom one, it says it's tied. I'm pretty sure he has 16. I don't say the rebounds for the second game. And then it says he had 14 rebounds and 15 rebounds. So that's good. That's still not better than Shaq's numbers.
This is interesting. It's cool. Let's see. So it pulls up every game. I want that one. What? Okay. So it gave me his career playoff stats. That's it. He played a lot of playoff games.
And finally put heated debate in the title now. All time. And I'm trying to find another one that y'all agree and disagree.
Okay, so I think I found it. It gives me playoff games for this whole series. But that doesn't make it. Oh, this is okay. So Akeem. All right. So Akeem had the finals is down here. So I gotta scroll over. So the worst game Hakeem had in the finals against the Knicks was 21. was a 21 points, 7 blocks. Well, this is by points. Obviously, I'm contradicting my contradiction. 21 points, 7 blocks, 7 assists, and 11 rebounds. That's his worst game in terms of points. He did not have a game where he had less than 2 blocks. That's Shaq probably didn't have. Oh, he did have 8 turnovers in game. What is this, game 6? Or game 5? That's game 5. Or is that game 6? That's game 5. I can't do math. Now, if only it would tell me the average for that finals. That would be nice.
Okay.
I got another question too. So, what is the greatest team like in NBA history? What is y'all great? What do y'all think is the greatest team?
2016, 2017 Detroit Pistons.
Yes. Reggie Jackson was the best point guard in the NBA.
And that's it for the pod. Just heard some bull.
And probably the Bill Russell Celtics. I mean, what kind? We were just based going off how many rings were won.
Oh, word. Hakeem in 1987 averaged 38 points per game in the playoffs. How many games did he play? Oh, he got swept.
Okay, Hakeem and Shaq in their final series played about the same. Shaq averaged more points, more rebounds. Hakeem averaged more assists and more blocks. The Rockets actually had more people scoring double digits than the Magic did. They had more double-digit point per game scores than the Magic did. And if whoever Sam Cassell had averaged 0.5 more points per game, that would be like 3 more than them. So there you go. Shaq and Hakeem played about the same. Let me see. The second, Clyde Drexler averaged 21.4 points per game, 4.4 assists, 7 rebounds. Let me see how much Penny Hardaway averaged.
No, that one they won
Penny
the finals.
Penny averaged 20.9 points per game.
All right.
So basically the same.
So their team was pretty identical. So again, I've been proven wrong because the help is probably why it was a sweep then if both of them were playing relatively the same.
Yep.
Let
me see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then the year in the playoffs when Hakeem won the finals against Shaq, he averaged 33.
I wish I could Shaq's whole playoffs points per game and shit. I don't know.
I found out how to do it. If you go to Hakeem, like in his base stats, I think if you scroll down, it'll show his playoff stats.
Let me just count this one more time so I'm not tripping. Orlando.
Dang, what in the world? I'm looking at something right now. Who is one as a coach? Greg Pop or Phil Jackson?
Greg Popovich.
Dan, what about you?
I don't know. Probably Greg Popovich. Oh, actually, didn't Phil Jackson have like a crazy run with
Phil
the
Jackson
Bulls
had
and the Lakers?
Yeah, Phil Jackson had a nuts run where I believe he coached the Bulls, all 6 rings, and he coached the 3-peat.
Yeah, I'd rather have Phil Jackson. This man know what he doing, bro. I mean, his players were better, but I don't know. Just don't ask Phil Jackson to be my GM because that's a different story.
Yeah. The reason why I'd like to have Greg Popovich instead is because in terms of like the passage of time, his team stayed good. When Phil Jackson had coaching jobs at after the three-peat. And did he even coach after the three-peat? Because then it completely defeats my purpose.
I don't know.
I'm gonna check.
But basically, like the triangle offense that he ran, like he didn't really adjust it, like in modern time. Like I believe he instilled it into the Knicks or something like that. He had the Knicks try and run it, and it failed. But Greg Popovich, like his last ring was in 2014. I think I like the passage of time thing better, but it's more or less like if you say it feels better because of the rings, I'm not gonna disagree with you.
No, I think I mean, I don't know, because Pop would just seem cooler than Phil Jackson. Like, if I was to have a coach, that would.
Shaq told a really funny story about how Phil Jackson would burn, and I think he said he burned sage in the locker room, talking about it was the cousin of marijuana.
Oh, man. Yeah, he coached from 1999 to 2011. I didn't know he coached the Lakers for that long.
I think he coached the Lakers in the last two rings too, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, Phil Jackson got a lot of rings too now.
Yeah, Phil Jackson, that would be 11 rings. Hold
Did he
on.
win any as a player?
He won 2 as a player.
Dang, so he got like, what, 13?
What the? There's no way. He couldn't have coached. No, I don't think he coached the Bills for the first 3 rings, did he? I think he only coached them for the second three-peat.
Hold on, let me see.
Oh, he do got 13 rings.
Oh, yeah, so right.
Really?
Yeah.
But this man Phil Jackson know what he doing, bro.
All right. 13. I want to talk about underrated coaching.
He won the championship with the Knicks in 1970 and 73.
Yep.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Nice little jumper.
I'm gonna shoot another one. I'm gonna make it this time. I made that.
Man. I'm gonna find something else that y'all disagree about. Because y'all like, Dan, that was the most he talked since we started this. That both was going in. I was just sitting here like, man. I was just sitting here like Molly on ESPN, just listening and just like,
And that was you supposed to back me up. That was your argument too.
Bro, it was though. It was. I didn't have the stats ready.
To be honest, all I ever said for my Shaq argument was for Hakeem being better than Shaq. I just said he was more skilled.
Yeah, I just think he's more skilled too.
That was what I normally had. And I knew that, and I always use the finals thing, even though I know it's kind of like debunkable because that's not the best version of Shaq. I didn't know that stuff about his team, about Shaq's teammates being that bad.
Yeah.
To be honest, though, I can't name any of them.
He was on the Magics.
I can't name any of the ones he had other than Penny and Nick Anderson. I know he had I know Horace Grant went there, but that was like, was Horace Grant on the Magic? I didn't know.
Yeah, I think he was there on. Hold on.
Horace Grant was on the Magic, but he was there like later.
Yeah, he was there.
How many rings does Horace Grant have? Probably has like 5.
A lucky player too, though.
Who?
He was kind of he was all right. So he won the championship 91, 92, 93, and then 2001. So I'm guessing he was on the Magics in 94.
I don't know. He might have been because he made the All-Star team when he was on the Bulls.
Let me look. So he was on the Magics. Yeah, 94, 95, 96, and 97. Dang, they just skipped 98. They just went right to 99. I think they didn't. I don't know. I think they had a lockdown that year. I don't know. So, what was I about to say? Now I'm hearing talks about Russell Wilson and the Cowboys after they just signed Dax with that contract.
They re-signed Dak already?
That's what they were saying on Bleacher Report.
Crazy. I didn't know I didn't know that Dak re-signed already.
That's what they were saying, man.
Try to look up Dak and I looked up fact.
Oh, man.
Like I love spelling.
That's exactly what, man. Bleacher Report was lying, bro.
I got trolled by somebody.
Yeah, probably.
I didn't even say how I got trolled. Yeah, they didn't agree to a contract yet. His agent said that a short guaranteed contract is likely.
That's because Dax was trying to be like the biggest contract, but he's not. He don't play like the biggest contract. That's to me.
Dak?
Yeah, Dak. He don't really play as the biggest contract. To me.
You tweaking. He was on pace to throw for like 600 yards. 6,000 yards this season before his leg broke. He was playing out of his mind.
I don't know, man.
Or he was crazy. He led the league in passing for like 2 weeks after he broke his leg. The Cowboys was even crazy. It was crazy though.
Yeah, I just seeing Russ get traded just don't make sense.
I don't know. I hope he doesn't go to a team like I hope he doesn't go to the Bears. He looks so weird in that uniform.
Right. I mean, I don't want him going to the Bears because I don't want to see him twice. That's the thing. Or the Lions see him twice.
But yeah. If you were to go to like the Saints, he doesn't even look right in that uni either. I hope the Saints just let Winston be the starter. I want Winston to get another chance. I think he deserves it.
Yeah. Because when you talk about Winston, like you talk about his interception.
That was before he got eye surgery.
You said what?
He got surgery on his eyes that fixed him.
Yeah. He threw the most passing yards that year too.
And he had the most touchdowns too.
Yeah.
Like
They just talk about his interceptions.
exactly.
It was like, oh, he threw more interceptions. Like, bro, he had more passing yards and touchdowns than you. Like, come on. But they just still.
Doesn't make him look too much better now that the Bucks just won a ring.
Yeah, they really don't, though. Oh, well. Dang, I for science. But, what was I about to say? I don't even know. No, JJ Watt. I think that was another. People just really be saying stuff on Bleacher Report. They just be commenting to anything. They was talking about, oh, he's gonna go to the Lions because he said something about them or something. Like, bro, no.
One black hole franchise to another.
Yep.
I want to talk about like the most the most forgotten players of all time, because talking about Shaq on the Magic reminded me like people never talk about how good Dwight Howard is anymore. I saw people debating whether or not he's a Hall of Famer. I didn't know it was a debate, to be honest. Thought he was. Thought he still is.
I thought he was too.
Yeah, he made the all defensive first team and all NBA first team like 4 or 5 years in a row.
People just don't give him his respect, bro. Like he was going crazy, and they just
Nut. Or how the Magic have two of the most dominant centers in the last 20 years. Not 20 years. They didn't have them 20 years. Well, yeah, it was 20 years ago. Yeah, how do you have the two of the most dominant centers in 20 years, 25 years, and you win 0 rings?
He was getting it. Man,
He was nuts.
crazy. I wish it would have worked out when he was on Lakers, though.
I don't know. I think that was bound to fail.
Yeah.
He just came off an injury. Steve Nash was old. Kobe was
Really thought they was going to make it too.
still good.
Here.
But what was up with that time period in failed super teams? Isn't that around when the Knicks made theirs?
Yeah, they had Melo, Tyson Chandler. They had old Jason Kidd.
No, Nets, not Knicks.
Knicks. With Paul Pierce and them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why. I don't even consider that a super. They was just old. It was just really.
No, because they had like Paul Pierce, Brooke Lopez, Darren Williams, Kevin Garnett, and well, I guess Jason Terry was a part of it, and Joe Johnson was on that team too. And that team won like one playoff series.
That team was just a playoff team that just make it every year and lose.
Bro, that was one of the biggest fleece jobs though. The Celtics did. Like that was.
Yeah, they traded so many picks. Like, oh my god.
For 30-year-olds. Like they were 35.
Their team would have been so nasty right now. They wouldn't need Kyrie and KD right now.
Though to be fair, one thing we overlook is that chances are if they even had the first of the picks. Who was the first Nets pick? Jaylen Brown?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, if they got, like, well, Jaylen Brown wasn't crazy or nothing in this rookie year.
No.
But, like, even when, like, they wouldn't get the same pick again the next year because they would be better.
Yeah.
But just to look and see the players they got that just came out of those picks, Tatum, Brown, Sexton, you just like, that's insane.
I look at the Sixers too. Like they could have had some players too. Like, but they could have had some players. But I don't know.
Could have had Tatum.
Super team.
You said what? Yeah.
Ain't the Cavs trying to make a super team after Kyrie left?
Oh yeah, I remember they had D Wade, D Rose, LeBron.
I
remember when they traded everybody and they got like Jordan Clarkson and them, and they literally won one game after that trade, and everybody was like, okay, yeah, Cavs, whatever year that was, they were winning the shit. I'm like, bro, y'all overreact so much.
And then here we are 3 years later talking about that's the worst team LeBron's ever played with.
Yep.
But I think I don't know what. Who they trade? Jordan. They had Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, and
they traded Isaiah Thomas for Clarkson and Nance.
I think they got Jay Crowder. Or did they already have him?
They already had Crowder. I think they traded Crowder for D Wade. No, it wasn't D Wade.
No, they released D Wade, didn't they?
No, they traded him. No, they traded D Wade for a second rounder in 2024. Back to the Heat.
That was such a failure.
And then they traded Crowder to what was it? They traded him to the Jazz. Yeah, they traded him to the Jazz for Rodney Hood.
Yeah, Rodney Hood wasn't even there.
And D Rose was in that trade too.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Jazz just cut him. Timberwolves signed him.
Y'all really think the Jazz, like, how y'all feel about how they playing right now? I know they playing good. Like, do you think this gonna last?
Y'all remember what we were talking about 5 days ago? 4 days ago?
I don't know.
The Hawks. Kind of getting those vibes right now. Donovan Mitchell's better than any of the players the Hawks had.
I feel like they probably got the best. And it's taking on the Lakers if they don't get AD back. Oh no, wait, because the Clippers still got. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they got the number 1 seed, but they're not even like the.
If the
They're
Clippers
not
get
even
the
like a top
third
3
seed,
team.
then they can go to the conference finals. If the Clippers are the 4th seed, then they're gonna lose in the second round.
Look, I got a hot take. They're the number 1 seed, but they're not even. They're the 4th best team in the West.
It's not a hot take. That's a
Really?
def-
Yeah, I thought that was a hot take.
like.
I would take the Suns, Clippers,
Well,
and Lakers over them.
Okay, now that's a hot take taking the Suns over. I thought you were gonna say. I don't know why I thought you were gonna say someone else. I forgot that the Lakers and Clippers and
And the Nuggets. I might take the Nuggets over them.
the Nuggets this year are like the 8th seed though.
But I feel like that could be an 8 seed upset.
That is a scary 8th seed though.
might as well just predict it now.
Hey, look, if the Nuggets get the 8 seed, the Jazz get the 1st seed, it's a 4-2. It's a 4-2 series. The Nuggets win.
I don't know if it's not 3-1. I think the Jazz might win. Oh, I can't see that. I can't see Jamal Murray helping Jokic that much again.
I just don't see the Jazz like going that far though.
Like when Donovan Mitchell has a bad game on offense, are we gonna accept the fact that just Bogdanovich is gonna have 30 every time Mitchell has a bad game? Because that's what the Jazz will need.
Yeah.
And that's assuming that Clarkson is gonna put up 20. Like
I forgot about Jimmy Clark.
Clarkson is going crazy. Y'all see that ankle breaker he had yesterday?
Yeah.
He broke Marco Carter Williams' ankles and like tripped and made the layup. That was funny.
I like the layup. The layup was kind of.
Layup that should not have gone in. That was the funniest.
Yeah.
He went the other way and scooped it up.
Like he was falling down. He threw it up. I thought when I saw that clip originally, I thought he was gonna miss it. I was like, he made it. Like, what is that? See the way Michael Carter Williams fell too. He fell so slow.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to hurt himself on the ground.
Who knows? The Jazz might just. Actually, that's tough because I don't know, man. The Jazz is like confusing because now that I think like they got Bogdanovich, they got Clarkson, they got other people, I might actually take them. Actually, no, I'm gonna stick to my Nuggets and 6. All right, if that actually happens, I'm not gonna change up Nuggets and 6. So we come back to this, and if it actually happens, y'all can make fun of it.
My bold take is that if the Knicks play if the Knicks make the playoffs as like the 6th seed and they play like the Celtics, the Knicks will win 2 games. That's my hot take. The Knicks will win 2 games in a playoff series against the Celtics. That's it.
I'm not taking nobody in the East seriously unless they're the top 4 teams.
Even that, like just yesterday, I was talking about how Sabonis leading the Pacers to the 4th seed. I looked yesterday, he was down to like the 8th seed.
Yeah. I'm not taking nobody but the Bucks, Raptors, and not Raptors, the Bucks, Sixers, and Nets series.
The Heat too. Jimmy Butler's been he whipped them back into shape. They're like the 5th seed now.
Yeah. The Raptors are actually doing good too. They came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Wizards are the Wizards making the playoffs.
Bro, and we were talking about Luka like not leading the Mavericks to win. The Mavs are now in the 5th seed in the West.
It's all about bouncing back, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
we said we wanted it to happen.
The Celtics need to bounce back. They're the only team who hasn't.
Yeah.
Y'all see a player say that Tatum and Brown can't be your superstars if you want to win?
Are you tripping?
Wow.
I don't know. I think that if they had, if Kemba was playing better, I think they
30
could do something. Like, if they could get, 2018 Kemba, that team would be scary. But they're not getting 2018 Kemba. They're getting, Bobcats Kemba.
Well, I just think it's crazy that people are already like they were loving him last season. People
Man,
were loving Kemba last season, and then they just changed up this fast.
that's how Boston fans is.
And
Yeah, bro.
I'm pretty sure he's had like a good last 10 to something games. Like, I know he just had 32 the other night. So
It's like the Hayward thing. Like when he broke his leg, came back and played bad. They all wanted his head, and then he came back as like a fourth option, averaging like 18 points a game. They didn't care at all.
I think Kemba just need his time because I'm pretty sure he's had a pretty good stretch of games.
Huh? And if the Celtics get a center that is not Daniel Tice, then
I thought Tice was decent.
yeah, but like your starting center, Tice isn't that like physical. Like he doesn't get too much boards. They need a guy that gets a bit more boards than that. Not Andre Drummond. What do you say, Dan?
Don't they got Tristan Thompson?
Yeah, they have Tristan Thompson, but I guess he's not playing good because no one's talking about him as, like good. Like they're all talking about how the Celtics need a center.
I remember Robert Williams had a lot of hype going. He's a center, right?
Yeah, I think I want him to play more too.
I
But
remember he had a lot of hype going into his rookie season. So
Thompson's
that was
averaging
really
7 and 8.
That's not that bad.
What are you gonna say, Dan?
I said that's not that bad.
No, like about Robert Williams.
Oh, he had like a lot of hype going into his rookie season, so they might as well give him a chance to start.
My problem is like he plays the same as Klay Thompson. Not Klay, Tristan Thompson.
Oh, for real?
Like they're both like athletic, like short dudes. His wingspan is 7. Robert Williams is 6'8" with a 7'6" wingspan.
Oh, he is 6'8" center.
Yeah, like he's literally the same thing as Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, he's probably not gonna do good.
Yeah, they might as well pick up Cousins, right?
Yeah, they might. They probably definitely be the best option. You think they could trade for like a Clint Capella or something? Like,
John Collins.
I mean, yeah,
Collins
somebody.
weird. I need to look. Does Collins get boards like that?
Power forward though, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna play some.
I think
Unless he has been playing center.
I think he averaging double digit. I'm not sure.
If the Cavs buy out Andre, they could sign him. I'm pretty sure nobody's trading for him.
Nah, he ain't averaging double digits. That was last season, though. Man, I'm looking at the wrong stats. Yeah. I'm looking at the worst teams. The Timberwolves record is like backwards to the Utah record.
I don't know how the Timberwolves so bad. Towns, I know he didn't play, but like they have like players on their team capable of playing the game of basketball.
They
about to have another Kevin Garnett situation.
Yep.
I need to look at the West record, the Western Conference.
I'm frustrated, man. He got it. I know he is.
Have y'all noticed like a lot of young, you know how like when you draft like a young superstar, they're supposed to like help bring your team back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've noticed like with a lot of young superstars stuck on bad teams, they end up leaving instead of bringing them back up because the teams are just so bad.
Yeah.
Like DeMarcus Cousins and the Kings, Anthony Davis and the Pelicans, now Karl-Anthony Towns and Timberwolves. This is going to happen again. Like,
so
a lot of people aren't sticking with the teams they drafted because they can't get good.
Well, it's specifically if you look at like what's happening with those teams, they haven't been able to bring them like good teammates.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like the Timberwolves don't got that good of a front office. Same thing with like the Kings. Kings definitely don't got a good front office. They do now, but back when Cousins was there, they didn't.
I believe that if Jimmy never got hurt on the Timberwolves,
He probably still would have left because I don't think him getting hurt was the issue.
They
Appreciate them.
lost that playoff series pretty bad to the Rockets, and then
But
like the whole like him thinking the team was sorry thing probably would have happened. Still, you're right.
they were the AC, right?
Yeah, but they were the third seed when he got hurt.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have really. Pretty sure they would have struggles either way because Karl Anthony Towns had a bad playoff season.
And it's like it's clear like Thibodeau was not a good fit for
Yeah,
Andrew Wiggins at all. Like it has to be Thibodeau. That's why, because like as soon as Wiggins goes to Golden State, he's got all of these improvements. He's good at defense. Like what? Like
my thing
Thibodeau
with
was
Wiggins is he started like I'm pretty sure Wiggins just came to the conclusion that he's not going to average like 25 points.
like
He's
he had
just
that
getting
1 year where
bigger.
he was great, and he kind of just gave up when he got
Yeah,
his extension. Not
I don't
20,
know
but
what happened. He just got worse. Like he was going crazy one season. He averaged like, damn near like 25. And
yeah, that was what I was talking about. I don't know why I said 28. But
it might have been 28. I don't know.
no, it wasn't 28. You were right. It's like it was way closer to 25.
I also understand how like and he was young, so I don't understand how you got worse. And I remember at the beginning of last season, he was kind of looking like his old self, and then he just fell off mid-season.
Yeah, he was averaging 22, and then when he got traded to the Warriors, he was averaging less, but he was shooting a bit better. But I think the Warriors are just a way better fit. Steve Kerr's a way better coach for someone like Wiggins who lacks confidence and
Yeah,
with that. Steve Kerr's an amazing coach for guys like that. Thibodeau's kind of the opposite. That's why he and Jimmy Butler got along so well. We know Jimmy Butler's never lacking confidence. Y'all see the meme about how Jimmy Butler is so confident he gives Michael Jordan the ball and let him score a few points
no,
in a 1v1? Like,
I don't think that's.
that meme is hilarious. That's how confident Jimmy Butler is. He give Michael Jordan a head start in a 1v1.
Yeah.
That man really confident.
What he did for Bam was sweet, though. He said when Adam Silver told him that he was going to replace Bam, he was replace KD. He was like, nah, yeah, I don't want to disrespect. That's disrespectful to Bam.
Wait, this season?
Yeah, this season, did you hear? Like Butler was going to get chosen instead of Sabonis, and he
Really?
turned it down.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Then why'd they give it to Sabonis instead of Bam?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I think Bam's like about the same, just way better defensively.
Yeah, Bam's defense is crazy.
Yeah, that block on whoever tried to dunk on him last playoff season was insane.
Yeah, that was Jason Tatum when he was trying to dunk.
Yeah,
That was a nice block.
That was one of the best plays, defensive plays ever, like ever.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially to win the game. That was a game-winning block. That was insane.
That was.
Bro, these players, we forget. Like what draft was this? Like the 2017 draft.
2017, 2018, somewhere around.
That had to be one of the deepest drafts of all time. Bam was like the 16th pick.
Yeah.
Like there was straight heat going down that draft board. I gotta look up when Bam got drafted. Because that's when I thought I think Anunoby got drafted after him, and I thought their names were funny.
He got drafted 14th, and then Donovan Mitchell was 13th. I'm not going to say who was 12 because.
That was Luke.
Yeah. Dang.
I remember I was so mad when we
2017.
drafted Luke Kennard.
The thing is, we probably didn't even know about Donovan Mitchell and Bam, though. Like, we didn't know that was going to be that good.
Bro, John Collins went 19th.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kuz went 29th.
Kuzma is just like
27th.
another.
Derek Hart went 29th. Derek White. I can't read. What'd you say, Dan?
I thought Kuzma was so cold, bro. For the first two seasons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the GOAT guy drafted Thomas Bryant, 42nd overall.
Oh, my God.
Should have won number one, but we're not even about to talk about that.
Nah.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I made him a 99 today. and he's still averaging the same amount of points that he's still like,
No, you got to change the shot tendency. It's 2K.
bro. He was the best, and they didn't make the playoffs though. Like, I don't know what was going on.
What game was this?
So
21 or 20?
this was 21.
On the PS5 or next gen?
Yeah, next gen.
That's,
Made him a 99. He was an all-star though. But
that's good.
As you should. Well,
then
that's
they talked
2017.
about MVP talk, so I had to delete it. I was like, yep. Hey, it was almost 5:30.
Y'all got anything else?
Man.
Nah, I don't got nothing else. Then you got anything else?
I just asked him. He said no.
Oh,
They're probably not even gonna make it this far. So
yeah, they
you
not.
just say whatever you want. Nobody's gonna know.
We could really keep going, but you know. But since we ain't got nothing else, then make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Even though y'all probably not even gonna get to this part, but still, make sure y'all do that. And we'll see y'all on Wednesday.
Unless Doug posts this